since the last live stream, but it's just been a couple of days. Anyway, guys, what's up, guys? TSI Dominator from the Glitch Hunters here again, and today we're playing a bit of a curveball, because today we're playing the walking simulator, What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because this is fucking an absolute nightmare. Give me a second. Broadcast settings. Move, please. Thank you. Audio sharing. Nope. Nah. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna start a new game here. I don't care if it erases my current save data. Anything so I can play this game again. What Remains of Edith Finch? God, it's been a while since I played this game. Right. So we're on a boat, and I'll admit, when I first played this game, I didn't know what this game was about. But right now, I do. So we're going to look down. And if any of you see this, I want you to comment exactly.
This isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Right, so this is the main game. Literally all we're doing is walking about in... Well, it is a walking simulator.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Yep.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Milton Finch, date missing October 23rd, date of birth. I'm guessing that's May 19th, 1992. Last seen Orcas Island, Washington. Age of disappearance 11, height 4'6", weight 57 pounds, race mixed Indian/white, eyes blue, hair black. Milton Finch. I'll say that's much right now. Keep that name in mind. Yeah, so this is basically the game. We walk about and we're discovering the story of the Finch family.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Yep, that's the Finch home right there, and that's where we're going.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Yeah, and let me guess.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
And let me guess, nobody opened that fucking thing. Huh? Nobody opened that mail. So, yeah, this will probably get a little bit bored at some point.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Right, I'll give you this much of a hint, guys. If you want to play this game for yourselves, I'd recommend going in blind. So just cut off right now if you want to. If you want to avoid spoilers, because obviously I'm going to be spoiling this game a bit. But if you want to go for a platinum run, you can. It's one of the trophies is take both paths to the Finch house. But what it doesn't tell you is you can double back. You can take this forest path, you can go to the house and then double back and take this pathway here, which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking this stone path here, because it just seems to be a bit of a quicker way. I don't know if it is.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Yeah, and if any of you end up seeing this, I want you to comment down below what... Well, if any of you see this in live during the time this is getting recorded, I'd like you to comment exactly when you realise what kind of game I'm playing here. But if...
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Alright, shut up, Edith.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Seriously? So yeah, if you're watching this while I'm live streaming this, comment down below, or comment in the live chat about...
The house was exactly like I remember.
Fuck's sake!
The way I'd been dreaming about it.
Just comment when you realise what kind of game we're playing here.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
No fucking wonder. Oh, broken swing. Right. Yeah, so just quote...
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah, just tell me when you realise what kind of game we're playing here, guys. And also, if you're not watching this when it's been been recorded live, make sure you comment down below and tell me when you realise what kind of game we're playing here.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Because I've got a feeling that answer will vary for quite a few of us.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
So this is the Finch house.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
I will say, this is one beautiful story.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Yeah, I have to say, this is like the most beautiful story I've ever seen in a game. And that is saying something. I've played some pretty good story-based games, but this is definitely one of the ones that caught me off guard. It definitely was one
Nothing
that
in the
I
house
recommend.
looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Yeah, another trophy you can get in this is to look through all the peepholes in
After
the
Mom
house.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Yeah.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
In other words, fuck you! Yeah, if you look into each of these peepholes, you'll get a little snippet from Edith. But if you do it with all of them, you can get yourself a trophy. But right now, I'm just trying to get through this game as much as possible.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Okay, well, here's my question. If all the rooms were sealed up, why wasn't this one?
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Oh.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Yeah, this is just gonna... I'm going to warn you right now, this
really
game will
keeping
get depressing.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Right, we're gonna start here, and I'll tell you right now, this room we're about to go into...
Maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind the door.
This is the room where I realised what kind of game we're playing here. This
Just
right
like
here.
I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Right. This is where we start going down the rabbit hole.
December 13th, 1947.
Oh,
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Question is, why was I sent to bed without dinner? Yeah, so if you haven't guessed, guys, we're in someone's room in...
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Yeah, this is... We're currently playing as Molly Finch, because we've just kind of went a layer deep into this. So it seems she was sent to bed without dinner.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I'm not entirely sure you should be doing that.
I kept eating and eating.
Okay.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Fuck that, I'm going to this door.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Give us something to eat, you neglectful cow.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Molly seems to have a bit of fascination with the sea creatures.
I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Come here.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you,
Mom
son of
and
a bitch.
Dad didn't even look at me.
That is what you call lazy for character design. Let's try this again. Didn't think this game would be a 3D platformer. Gotcha! Gotcha! I said gotcha!
I jumped and I almost got her.
I am a cat, motherfucker. You're welcome to
I
me.
could tell she was getting really tired.
Yeah, this story is where I realised what kind of game this is. And this is fucking depressing. Okay, I can't say this enough, guys. You really should play this game blind. Am I a fuckwit? Am I being a fuckwit? I feel like I'm being a fuckwit. I am, that's why.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
I like how she says
All I
anymore.
cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First,
Right.
all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Yeah, this is another trophy you can get. If you manage to catch 2 rabbits in 2 swoops without missing one, you get another
Imagine
trophy.
his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
That is
I swallowed
disturbing.
him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I
Right.
flew off to find something bigger.
Right, let's try this again. I've got a feeling this lassie was hallucinating.
A mama rabbit.
Oh, she's mine. Oh, you're mine now, bitch. Coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
She was almost too big to carry. I
Jesus.
started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Whoa. Graphics glitched up there.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
How the hell does that work? Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. This bit with the shark looks stupid. Absolutely fucking stupid.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Oh, now we're
Now,
moving.
I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Coming for you.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Right. There's my next. Yeah, that's lassie must be hallucinating. You don't just turn in from to a cat to an owl to a shark.
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
All of a sudden, I'm a kraken.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Yeah, you can take this as a bit of an achievement guide, guys, because I'll obviously be telling you how to get each trophy.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Yeah, let this guy finish his song and you'll get a trophy as well. Shut up. Oh shit. There we go.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
We're in a toilet. Now, I want you to answer me
I got
one question,
closer
guys.
and closer.
Does this look familiar? Yep. That is exactly what you're thinking. And actually, now that I'm doing this, I'm just going to do one thing.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Yeah. That is when I realised what kind of game we're fucking playing here. That is messed up.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Yeah, as soon as my first playthrough of this, as soon as Edith started...
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Yeah, as soon as Edith finished writing in
I
that
grew
book.
up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Yeah, as soon as
Being
Edith
inside
finished...
for the
Fuck's
first
sake,
time,
she does not
I
shut.
felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
As soon as she drew that picture of Molly inside that book, I realised, oh, it's going to be like that, is it? Yeah, that... I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, that's the kind of game we're playing. This game
This will be
gets
obvious
dark.
later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
We're going to
The
go
room was
here,
like a museum.
and this is
For
another
500
story.
years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Mm-hmm.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Yeah, a family curse.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
What I want to know is, how did he manage to get his house on that boat?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Damn.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Yep.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So Odin was the
Whatever's wrong
Finch
with
family
his family,
patriarch?
it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, this family's fucking depressing.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
His story, Lewis's story, is the one that I'd say you really do need to play this game blind just until you get to, because that story is fucking
Edie
brilliant.
told people Sven was killed by a dragon. She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those games.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Right, so...
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Happy 90th birthday. Oh, fair enough. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay. Don't know what this room is all about. But I don't really care, to be honest with you. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Right, well, we're going on to the next room. See,
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
See, I couldn't imagine living in this house. Right.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Yeah, this is the next story, and it's Calvin's.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
Let me.
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Yep. That's what I quite like about these stories, because the stories help with the stories are helped by the controller, because the
My
controller
brother
becomes
said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did.
the controller becomes like an extension of the character. Which I'm trying to make this sound a bit fascinating, but it's really, you're just, each thing's quite different. Like you saw with Molly, I was playing as like a cat and a owl, and then whatever that snake thing was, I'm calling it a kraken. Oh, both sticks need to be used. Ah, I
At
see.
Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Yeah.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
See,
But
I don't
that
know
day,
if I should feel bad or not.
Finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think
I
he'd
feel like I
already
should feel
made up
bad
his
because
mind.
I'm going to... you know what's going to happen, but
That's what I want to
feel
remember
responsible.
about my brother.
I will feel responsible when this happens.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I feel responsible. I feel terrible for doing that. Yeah. At the end of the game, you'll get the choice. You'll get the chance to replay stories.
Calvin's
If you want
story
another
felt
trophy,
strangely familiar.
replay him.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, replay Calvin's story at the end when you get the chance because that gets you another trophy.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
There's not a story over in Sam's
Mom
half,
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
but we're going this way. Who makes all these fucking secret passages? I actually admire their work. Seriously. You could technically call this a speedrun, but I'm not really speedrunning it. I'm just going through this because I know this game won't have the same effect for me as it will for you if you play this blind. But if you're still watching this, then
The
chances are
passages
you
were a
will
pretty tight fit.
have probably played this
They'd
before, I don't
obviously
care.
been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Just unlock that so we can get back. Right, this is drawn out to fuck, man. This story. It's one of the worst things about this game.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
But we're coming here for this.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, I hate this one. Hate it.
Oh, Jack here with another ghastly
Pardon me.
inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans.
Okay.
It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
Fuck you,
It was
Rick.
Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Oh, shit.
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him.
What the fuck, man?
On cue.
Right on cue. Yeah, like a play.
She reached for the music box.
See,
And as
I'll
she
admit,
found the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
see, that's one thing I actually admire. This bit right here, that's copyrighted. It has to be. But yeah, that's me thinking. This bit reminds me of that game for Xbox, XIII, Roman numeral 13.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Right, another trophy. Knock all of these off the table. Knock all of the pool balls off the table and you'll get a trophy as well.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
This music has to be freaking copyrighted or something. Has to be. I'll go in here.
Oh, Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
Fuck you.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And
No, I'm
she
keeping
was
it,
still
bitch.
holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Oh shit.
Hours later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh shit.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And funny it was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara. That night, she played her part beautifully.
Back in Molly's room.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Which would explain why that bit's broken in the main game.
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
So, as I thought, good horror stories. Way to go.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Okay.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Oh shit.
And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
I'm guessing she was kidnapped? Murdered?
Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick,
That's
who
what they.
disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took
Jesus.
it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
Her ear.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ugh. Yeah, that really did remind me of that XIII game. A playable comic book game.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Right, back in the box. So going back to that little door
I
we
guess
opened
now
earlier.
I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
We're going this way. Yeah, I just... Oh, you knocked that guy off. So why would this board be here? Something must have happened. My guess is Rick went a little bit crazy and they got into a fight. So Barbara pushed him over that. Keep going. There we go. Right. Time to go down into the basement again. Without a crutch this time.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad. Half an hour and we've already got a few stories down.
Turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Right, this is the way to the next story. No, if we're lucky, this could be a...
I remember asking Mom once about
maybe
what
an
Walter
hour and a
had
bit
gone.
long.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Wasn't very far.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Right, Walter's story. That isn't loaded correctly because I've moved too quickly.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
But keep an eye on that calendar.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Yeah, just keep an eye on that
Having a
calendar on the
schedule,
left.
living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
1968, 1976.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
76. I'm guessing it's going to be jumping to about
And
80
then
odd.
one day, everything just
Stopped. 2005.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
2005. That was quite a jump.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can. I know it's out there somewhere.
Okay.
Whatever killed Barbara
That was a person.
and Molly
That was probably Molly's stupidity.
and Calvin.
Calvin's stupidity as well.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
You think?
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Right, so
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
I'm gonna take a wild stab and say that the Edith Finch house, well, not the
I
Edith
don't
Finch
mind
house,
if I only have a year left.
but the Finch house was built on a railroad, above a railroad.
Or a single week. I'd be happy with one mere day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
And he walked out and got hit by a train. Because the train was just delayed. You tell me in 30 years that train never got delayed?
Walter died
I call
when I was
bullshit.
6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
30 years and you're telling me the train's never once had a delay? A, that is fucking coordination if that's true. And B, I call
Maybe
bullshit.
she was afraid I'd end up
No
like
train
Walter.
can move that good.
But if she never told me about an uncle
No train
under the
can
house,
move that flawlessly.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I
And
don't
she
want to
never
make
came
the
in
same
here and-
mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Remember that statement.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
Yeah, don't worry, this isn't getting
But now
really
I'm worried
dark.
the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
See, I quite like the idea of the family curse. I'm thinking, why am I getting reflections of that anime Another? Why
don't know
am I
if
getting
should
reminded
even
of
be
that?
Writing this.
Sure.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
And that's where the game gets depressing.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
It was around about then that I realised that we're playing as a pregnant woman.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Jesus. Right, we're heading back up to the Finch house. And she's practically been here a whole day, fucking hell.
When you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yeah, this game is really fucking depressing, but also really fucking beautiful day.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
I've never
What
seen
kind of
a
family
game story
finishes building a
impact me
cemetery
more as
before starting the house?
what I found really weird
It's
is the fact that
embarrassing for me
this
to admit
place
this,
has a
but
pet cemetery. And no, not the Stephen
The
King
pet
one.
cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
No fucking wonder.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Wait, there was one thing that I wanted to see. It's a fish, right? I know all of it. Christopher. 5 years. That's Molly's. Shit's it. Fuck me, they had a lot of pets. Oh
Sven
god.
built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
And she was good at it, I can't deny that. But here's all of them. We had Molly, the one who we played first, and the one that will always stick with me as being the one that I recall this game becoming dark. Calvin, the one who wanted to spin, end up flying. Sven died during a dragon slide crushing him. Edith Finch, we'll learn that later. Walter Finch, as you'd have just seen, run over by a train. Barbara Finch, I'm guessing murdered.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Jesus Christ.
She could
man.
see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yeah, that's the old house.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
No wonder when this is basically 5 feet off the shore. I mean, seriously.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Okay.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory Finch, Sam Finch, Gus Finch. I'm guessing these are the next stories we're going to be going for. Yep. God damn it. But one thing I want to draw your attention to, well, actually a couple of things. One, that paintbrush. Keep that paintbrush in mind. And
She
secondly,
lost 2 of her brothers,
keep
just
that.
like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar, this is Edith's mum. No mum, dad. Slip of the tongue. But keep a note of that paintbrush and that crown. Especially that crown. Right.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday. And find everything out for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, this game really fucking hits close to home for those of you who are like me and with fucking family
But
orientated
looking
lives.
back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yep. Drop that little bombshell. I'm thinking, this chick has some balls for coming here when she's 22 weeks pregnant. Hell, if I was this last another win in the way, I'd say, fuck that.
But I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
17 years old and 22 weeks
They were
pregnant.
both pretty intense.
Right. And Sam. Oh, Christ. Here we go.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a life. Perfect.
Yeah, so we're just trying to take...
the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember...
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Yeah, there's something that you can take a picture of
Before you take the
during
shot,
this.
you get a picture of it.
I can't remember what it is.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want... Great shot, Dawn!
Yeah, but then comes a mistake.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
And here comes the
Dad,
problem.
it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Edit. Yeah, that was
Of all
tragic,
these
but also
stories,
stupid.
That's the one I wish most.
Double
that my
tap.
mom had told
Anyone ever
me.
heard of it? Fuck's sake.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Being in front of the camera. Right. Next little story. In this one,
After
depending
Sam
on whether or
died,
not you have a Wayne,
my mom and
will
Edie got really
be a bit
close.
dark.
They'd both lost a lot.
And also a fucking heartbreaking. Here we go. Gregory's. And, as you can probably tell, 1976 to 1977. This is a story of a 1-year-old baby.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
If you knock all these letters off, you get a trophy as well.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to...
Fuck off.
Hold on.
You're interrupting my bath time, bitch.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
There we go.
I wonder what he saw.
Come here.
His world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Right, land on the wheel. Land on the wheel. Thank you.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you
Oh, you bitch. You ruined my fun, you pleb.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't...
This is neglect.
About the world he saw.
This is neglect. It is fucking worst portrayal ever.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck,
The
Kay.
death of a 1-year-old baby.
Love, Sam.
Jesus Christ. Right, and there's one right here.
I can't
But
imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
But before we start that next story, I need to go to the toilet real quickly, guys. So, we're getting close to the end of the game because there's only a few more stories to go through. But I need to tell you right now, if you want to see these last few ones, there are like really important ones, especially the ones for Lewis and Milton. Lewis especially, you'll want to see this one blind. So if you end up watching this, switch off. Right, I'll be back in a minute. And we're back. Right, back to where we're going. Right, Gus's story. Oh, I might be able to change this.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a
It's a
bad
bad
idea.
idea.
Our
Guessing
father
Sam
never
remarried.
raised kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Vacant bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
The wind picked up.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Yeah, well,
The thunder
probably
sounded
should be.
much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit!
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh fuck.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Fuck that. Guessing they were homeschooled after
My
that.
mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Imagine when you're trying to get...
It was as far away as she could get.
Imagine if you were fucking knackered for like a day at school or something. Well, so I'm guessing they were homeschooled. You were knackered, and then next thing you know, you fucking... You want to go up to bed. Fuck, sleeping in this room?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
From his own stupidity.
My mom moved to
You
India
double
a week
tap a
after
deer.
graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Again, Lewis's story. If
When
you
my
do
dad
not want to
died,
see that, I
Dad
highly
told Mom
recommend you
where else to
switch
go.
off now.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I'm surprised Edie was still kicking.
For a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Yep. And now, here's where things get a bit interesting. Let me draw your attention to something. Remember that paintbrush in Milton's grave? Well, it's not really a grave because they didn't find a body. But let's just go up here for a little minute, because there's something I want to draw your attention to. Right. This crown. And especially what you're about to see. This is what counts as a Milton
Milton
story.
Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Right, this is quite cool. Right. So if we take this as fact, which I highly doubt it is, but if we take it as fact, it seems to be suggesting that what Milton painted came to life, which allowed this to become a real door, and then he shuts it, and that would be when he disappeared. But something else that comes to mind, the company that made this, Supermassive Games, they also had another one.
Disappeared.
They also had another game called The Unfinished Swan, which you can get on PlayStation. And I think there's a bit of a connection between them.
My brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Bitch. And look, there's the door right there. So it just backs the theory up.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Right, when you're... Right, now this is the story that if you want to go in blind, turn off now. I'm serious. Because this part of the game is by far the best.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room.
This game is worth its price just for Lewis's story alone. So, please, if you don't want spoilers now, it's a bit late, but if you don't want spoilers for this bit of the game, turn off. I cannot stress that enough.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Here we go. Lewis Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Right.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
It doesn't seem like much, and you might be wondering why I say this is the best part of the game.
His mind began
There we
to
go.
wander.
Right, this is...
I asked him,
as you saw something popped up on the screen there, think of that like a mini game that you had to play while doing the regular game. The right stick moves the hand, but the left stick moves the character on the screen. So this is the left stick, this is the right. So you have to keep chopping fish, because they'll fucking get in the way of the mini game.
Imagining a labyrinth.
But you have to kind of do both. But these fish don't even have a set timing to them, so you can't rely on muscle memory.
And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
And when you see a fish, you cut it.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery.
It's just asking for trouble at a cannery.
With his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Oops, shit.
So I let him go on.
Oh, bad idea.
I even encouraged
See, it's getting bigger.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Yeah. Think of this as like Lewis's daydream, and it's getting bigger and bigger. It's taking up more of his attention.
He talked about starting a band. and he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won.
Of course he did.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Right, the question is...
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Bad. That's because you encouraged him, you stupid boot.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Get out of my way.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Now we're going handsome. Handsome queen.
handsome queen.
And now we're starting to get complicated. This game's becoming weirder and weirder.
The queen was on her own quest for...
Sinister serpents, fuck it.
Sinister serpents.
Really scratch, but...
He followed the sound of her...
Let's say silver harp.
Silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Oh,
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Yep, as you can see, it's now taking up almost all my attention.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
A god. That's what he thought he became. A god. Jesus
For someone
Christ,
who'd never
man.
known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
He sees my hands just... Hello!
And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Right.
It was hard to argue with him.
Yeah, but then there's this.
He began to forget the world we know.
I thought my workplace stank.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Who, this cunt?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Finch. Oh, that's Lewis. That's the problem. He's not even doing anything. You're not even cutting, you stupid bastard. Oh well, fuck you.
I still thought I could save him.
Nah, he was too far gone.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Yeah, whatever.
The palace
I want to draw your
would be
attention
with
to.
his companions.
Where is it? Something I want to draw your attention to. There it is.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Look at the name tag in that cat. Molly.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
There's a fish I've been cutting all this time.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know.
Wait, did he put his head underneath the chopper?
Man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Or did he put his arm under the chopper? That's what I want to know. Jesus.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Right. We've got one last thing to do. Then we're done. Turns out this is all going to be in one part.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Last story. This one's not as impactful as Lewis's, and definitely not as
one way or another.
not as complex. This is the end of it.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh, I'm crawling. I was wondering, why the hell am I so small? Yep, she's been...
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Yep.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're
shit.
right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh shit.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Sneaky,
Or
sneaky.
that Edie had a key to it.
Oh shit.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
That number's starting to annoy me.
The lowest tide
Who
in
keeps signing in and out of this chat?
God,
If someone's been doing that.
awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Number of viewers keeps changing from one. The highest we got was 2. I won't deny that, but
When
seriously.
the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
How'd you get back? That's what I want to know.
I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
And now we've got Shithole.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Fuck you, Don.
The next morning,
Fuck
the
you.
band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Guessing because of the alcohol and medication.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Last Finch standing.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while,
And then she didn't.
and then she didn't.
So Don passed away. For illness.
And then
That's
I
like
was
one of the
alone.
few things.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Jesus.
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, Things didn't work out that way.
I'm guessing she died in childbirth.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
2017. Fuck me, she had a giddy life. Oh, no. Short, but good. So we were playing as a boy all along. And he inherited the Finch house, I'm guessing. See, out of all the stories that we've just seen in the past hour, oh, Giant Sparrow, where'd I pull Supermassive from? Yeah, there's a guy here in these credits called Johan. If you find his name and press the right trigger, you'll get an achievement. But yeah, out of all the stories we've just seen, my favourite will always be Molly, because that's the one where I realised exactly what kind of game I was playing. This is a story, this is a fucking tear-jerking story for me, about a family that is just built on tragedy. And it gets me right in the feels, I'll have to admit. Fucking hell, man. Aye, let me know, guys, which story out of all these was your favourite. Because all of them are depressing, but there's only so much you can do with depressing. But this game's oddly fascinating for me. There's his name there. If you right trigger that, you get the trophy. Oh, there we go. We now have the option to replay a story. But we'll just let this run. So, yep, that was the end of What Remains of Edith Finch, guys. That was a quick game for an hour, for about an hour and a half. No even. But at least I can say I can scratch that one off the list for GH. Don't know what my next one will be. I'll probably go back to Cola. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking what kind of... I want to really meet the people who made this game and just shake their hand. Because this is definitely one of the most compelling game stories I've ever played. That is one freaky baby. I'm sorry, but it's true. Fuck me, man. How many games can you say focused on a family? And why does that girl have a gun? I don't care if it's a toy gun. Take that gun off her. Fuck me, man. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that's a lot of playtesters. Like that controller, though. Lewis Finch. The end. Fair play. Right. And once you once you finish the game, you get the choice to play through all the stories again, from whatever order you want. But yeah, that's all of what remains of Edith Finch. If you want one last trophy, replay Calvin's. Finish that again, you get the trophy for it. But anyway, that's all, guys. So stay safe, keep on gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you.